my two-tail techies, Tails here, and today we have a brand new Let's Play. This will be part 1, since this game is a bit long, so we're going to be doing a few parts. Okay, so the game is called Detective Grimoire. It's a detective game where you have to figure out a mystery, a murder mystery. We need to kind of talk to suspects and just try to figure out who done it. Alright, so before we get started, let me just mention something very interesting about this game. So, the detective, Grimoire, he was actually voiced by the same person who voiced NAZO from NAZO Unleashed. Yes, the official video from Chakra X's video. So, if the voice sounds familiar, it's because the one who voices NAZO plays the detective. I'm gonna call him Detective NAZO, because, you know, they share the same voice. Anyways, so why don't we get started? Ooh, I like the art style and the
2025 last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marshes.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here?
Yeah, who would want a tourist attraction in a swamp?
Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years
An
ago.
alien?
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
60-year-old lady. I still don't see what matters.
If it
Must be a boomer like Shadow.
creature is our prime
I hope he's not
suspect.
watching this video.
Murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
I mean, he has a point.
Before, you can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Alright, so, here's the police file. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Alright. And that's our suspect.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Right?
He is the
I
name
agree.
of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character?
A cartoon character.
That thing is our murder suspect?
I know, it sounds pretty bizarre, doesn't it?
Cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Wow, I really like the cutscenes and the art style. Poor guy lost his hat,
Files in the
too.
top right. You can
Alright.
look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'm just checking the settings because other times when I try to record, the music and everything else is drowning me out, so I'm hoping you guys can hear me fine. Alright. Let's move on ahead. Let's talk to this girl over here.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember.
Huh?
Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended.
Well, that's kind of rude. We never saw you before. I've never seen you before. You're that weird girl from the fairground. I remember you, but I've been trying to forget. That last one's pretty funny, but, I'm gonna say I've never seen you before.
I've never seen you before.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well then.
If you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and be
You'll
faithful.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have
A map?
of the swamp?
Ooh,
Not
can we
anymore.
see it?
I'm giving it to you.
You should
Oh,
really
well,
stay
thank
here.
you.
It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you
Okay.
mean?
This girl's kind of weird.
She disappeared. I might pretend I imagined her.
Well, if you want to, that is. Alright, so I know
It's
we
an
should
old
be
statue
clicking
of
around to
Bob.
kind of
His
discover
feet are hidden in
clues.
a bucket of murky water.
Huh, so okay, so his feet are pretty much hidden.
The fence that seems to surround this entire area. Just an odd old tree.
Okay.
Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Oh, that's interesting. That could maybe be a clue. Let's go to the gate.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here.
Right? Like, it's a swamp.
Don't
Who
forget
wants to
use
go to a
documents when you're
swamp?
around.
I don't get it.
Just my luck, the gate's closed.
Oh.
Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look here for a moment and see if I can find my way out. Okay. No, it has to go up, down. I think I'm doing this right. Oh,
Hey, nice.
There we go.
I might get one of these from my office.
yeah, they're actually pretty nice.
There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside. It's the base of a gigantic tree, and it's sitting in the very heart of the swamp. Was this entire place built around it?
Interesting.
It's a fork in the road. How non-linear. Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
I don't blame you. Especially food in a place like this? I don't know.
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
Yeah, it kind of is.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Interesting.
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait.
I like his attitude.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
I doubt it, especially if it is a part of the tourist attraction. I really don't think it's part of it, but let's go check it out. Oh, well, this is a really interesting place. Like, it's I don't know.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Oh. All right. What about
There's an
this?
open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside.
Yeah, he must have fallen out or something.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water.
Maybe it really was a creature. I don't know.
The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look.
That would be a
Maybe I
good
can move
idea.
some of them out of the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a flipper thing.
Strange pair of green flippers. badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
Alright. Well, they look fake, so it almost looks like feet from a costume or something. I wonder if someone was pretending to be the creature or something.
I can't get in here without a key.
Maybe it's just
And
me.
I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on.
Alright, so I guess the only thing that we can do is leave. Oh, and there's people here.
Some suspects.
Yeah.
Let's get this investigation started.
Who should I talk to? Maybe I'll talk to, this guy.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it.
Right?
Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious?
Yeah?
I'm Vincent Van der Peer,
The famous movie director?
Oh, a movie director.
the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions. That is a very talented beard you've got, at least. I heard your work was going downhill lately. I'm not sure which one to pick. Some of them are pretty funny. I like the one with the beard. Let's see. I like this one.
That's great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Well, rude. Oh, okay. What's your
What's
job?
a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Yeah.
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy. About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. Looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing
Yeah,
of the
you could
sort.
say that again. He
just
does
a
look a
little
bit
hobby
scary.
that sometimes distracts him from his work.
Oh, a little hobby, huh? I wonder what that could be. What about last
Were you
night?
working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite
That's a
completely
bit
from view.
suspicious, if you ask me.
Right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
I wonder if he caught anything on tape.
Of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're
Oh,
thinking.
at the time of the murder,
I'm
huh?
not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming
The water?
It's a fascinating subject.
Okay.
One that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? I decided there for a minute.
Aw,
Nothing useful
poor
to you,
Grimoire.
detective. There are some odd sounds on the audio track.
Odd
Nothing
sounds.
but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Well, let's listen. Yup, definitely sounds like a murder. Of course. I'm not sure what I should present.
You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
Okay. Maybe I'll,
I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
okay. What about... Ooh, what about this one?
There's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
He didn't really give us much, information.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Okay, alright, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm pretty sure he'd enjoy, boasting about himself.
You met him? You're a lucky man.
Oh, please. Well, you're not very helpful, so I'm gonna go to your cameraman.
Alright, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
It kind of is.
I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Yep.
Maybe not.
Yes, you did.
Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
I really love the back and forth kind of
I could try.
responses that each of them give. They're pretty funny.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. That's funny. First name? What's a first name? It's my second name. Detective is my first name. That's pretty funny. I see, exactly like I said. The responses they have are just hilarious. And I can kind of relate to the second one. First name, what's a first name? Because I may have one, but I go by my nickname. Anyways, it's my 23rd name.
It's actually my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. There's something I
Wow.
should ask the cameraman.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman? Okay. How about, Okay, so Vincent Van de Peer told me that Bobby Burrell, was nowhere to be found last night. That makes sense.
Vincent Van de Peer told me that Bobby Burrell was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burrell doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Yeah. I'm gonna challenge you.
I heard from Mr. Van de Peer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did.
No.
But you're
Maybe that was a
director
different,
for some filming, and he couldn't find you.
thing
What
that
do you do
causes
that was
him
so
to
important?
tell us what he was doing.
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
It was broken and being repaired at that point. You left it with Van de Peer and he used it instead. You lost it in the swamp and went to look for it. It's the second one.
You left it with Van de Peer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
If you
walked
say
around?
so.
You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Like what? You got lost in the swamp and were trying to get out. You were collecting samples of swamp water. Grimoire, who would do that? Anyways, Van de Peer said you had a hobby on the side.
Van de Peer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here.
2
I left my
cameras.
video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect.
Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Let's see what it is.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide.
Yeah, I'm not convinced either. It looks pretty, I don't know. Like I said before, it looks kind of like a costume almost. A blurry photograph taken by Bobby Burrell shortly before the murder. It shows everything that looks like Boggy in the woods as... Sorry guys, it's just the text is a little bit small, so I have trouble reading it. It shows something that looks like Boggy in the woods at the back of the swamp. The being in the photo seems to have long legs. Yeah, which, I don't know. It kind of... him having long legs doesn't really make sense to me.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right.
Oh, so I guess we were supposed to talk to Bobby before the other guy.
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did he want to come?
That's
in
a
the
little
first place?
If you're looking
strange.
for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Let's see. Ooh. He only recently got permission from Remington to film here.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say. But first, let's ask him about
You were here
last
yesterday,
night.
I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Oh, he was, huh?
You saw him last night?
What happened?
Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill.
Hmm.
I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Perhaps. That's a little strange.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Remington never found out about your previous attempts. Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past. You tried to film here before, but the camera broke. It's the second
Remington
one.
has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach. before the gears start
Approach?
turning smooth.
Like what kind
You
of
understand that,
approach?
sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
Yeah.
It wasn't even up
What
to
made
you.
him change his
This
mind?
area is
Speak up.
protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations.
Mm-hmm.
I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune.
Exactly.
It's a little suspicious.
It is a
would
little
you say that?
suspicious.
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Okay, so it's definitely not flowers. Definitely not a love letter. A sword, maybe like he threatened him or something. You know what? Most likely he bribed him.
Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word.
Oh, so you did,
It's just
huh?
a little arrangement between friends.
Sure.
Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
That sounds kind of suspicious there. Anyways, I think we're able to move on now. Let's go this way. Building.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
Interesting.
This side of the museum is surrounded...
I already saw that.
That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee.
Hopefully not.
That's the logo for Boggy's Bog.
Oh.
So, I hope they don't... That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp.
Yeah, you've got a point there.
It's bizarre.
Alright.
The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way. It seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
What kind of door is this? Like, who makes a door
That
like
top hat
this?
guy would have so struggled with this one.
Uh-oh. Sorry guys, it looks like my game, stopped working. Like, you can hear it, but it's not showing. So I think we're gonna, end off for today, right here, right now. The game autosaves, so when I load back in, we should be able to see everything again. So in part 2, we'll continue and see what the museum has to offer. I hope you all enjoyed part 1, and if you want to see more of this, please let me know down below. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Later, my two-tailed techies.